This is just Tuesday in Metropolis, baby. What's up, my fellow nerds and outcasts, and welcome back to my channel. Superman is only 6 days away, and I am stoked beyond belief. I genuinely cannot wait. We have waited 2-3 long years, and now we're finally here. They dropped a clip of Superman versus the Kaiju, and some people seem to be a little up in arms about it. Since this is a little bit more divisive, however the hell you want to pronounce it, depending on what side of the pond you're from. I'm the type of person that doesn't let other people's opinions kind of sway me any which way. I try to be unbiased, so I want to watch it, I want to react to it, and I want to discuss it, and I want to form my own opinion on it, as a man should. Let's watch it, let's react to it, and let's discuss it. Let's do this. That's cool. CG actually looks really good.
Get out of here.
Oh, Shazam. Oh, okay. Scene we saw in the CBS interview. Here we go with them close-ups on that symbol, boy. Okay. Okay. All right, Shazam. This is giving Shazam vibes. Actually, I feel like even the way that the suit forms around his body is very Shazam-like. Like when Shazam stops that bus and he's telling the dog to get out of here, this is kind of copy and paste if we're being real honest. And listen, I've been leaning more positive than negative. It's almost like shot for shot exactly the same. The way that he stops the bus from crushing the dog and he's trying to shoo the dog away, Superman is doing exactly the same thing. This scene strikes me as very camp, very cheese, and very, almost targeted more towards children, which is something that I come to expect. So it's not for me. I thought that it was very, mid, I guess. I'm not letting this one scene deter me from the movie because I have seen enough to be optimistic and to be hopeful and to be excited about it. Yes, this scene definitely does not sit well with me. I think it's just kind of meh, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's meh. It's not for me, but I've seen enough where I'm still excited, dude. I'm still pumped. Like, we got 6 days to go, and I genuinely am like counting down the days. Every day I wake up and I look at it to see if there's anything else that's been posted. I have not been this pumped up for a movie in so long, and I know that there's a lot of people that are on the same level as me. And for anyone that tries to call me a hater or a Snyder shell, you're a Snyder cultist, that is fucking bullshit, because look right there, I got this insignia. And right above that, I got David Cornsway himself right there in freaking uniform. And don't forget, whoosh, kaboom, on my head, another insignia. So don't get me started with all that nonsense, okay? I am not a hater in any stretch of the imagination. I am just unbiased. I don't have any skin in the game. So if I like something, I like it, and if I don't, I don't. I don't like this. I think that there is still salvageable, okay, bow. I think that there is still salvageable moments inside of the clip. There we go. That was English. Like the way that when the Kaiju stomps him in and then he tunnels his way through the ground and then takes off. Awesome. Something we've never seen before. We have not seen his powers used in that way, and I think there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of like James Gunn playing with his powers and using them in ways that we're not accustomed to seeing, so I'm excited to see more of that. Some people are like saying that the CG looks like shit. No, it does not. The way that the light plays off of the Kaiju's face, the way that he blends into his environment, it's not the CG. The CG is actually very well done. It is the color grade and the Kaiju's design I feel that people are actually having an issue with, but they chalk it up to CG. But the CG actually looks very well done. Very well done. It's very polished, especially from where it was, like with the teaser trailer up until now. This is a night and day difference, dude. They have really poured time into it. James Gunn definitely made sure he crossed his T's and dotted his I's. Now, there is some CG that we have seen from the trailers that definitely is shoddy and definitely isn't the best and definitely isn't as polished as it could be. This is not one of them because it definitely feels like the kaiju is actually there. Like the way that the light is playing off of it is very well done. I do feel like this movie is playing with a variety of different tones. There is the more campy, more childish sensibilities, but there's also the serious and emotional undercurrents as well. So I feel like we're gonna get a lot. And the thing is, like, if this was the only thing I saw of the movie, then I would have been like, oh God, I'm worried. But I have seen other stuff to actually have hope and feel as though that this movie is going to be completely fine. Because we're so used to Henry Cavill and it's been so long since we've gotten like something that's this comic booky and this fantastical, it almost strikes us as odd. I love Henry Cavill's Superman. That is my Superman. I love him to death. But that was Superman in our world. So it was a realistic, grounded take on the character if he took place in our world as it is, right? This is not. This takes place in an alternate reality. The DC universe is in a reality and in a universe of its own. And of course, they play by a different set of rules. Metahumans have been around for 300 plus years. Superman's been around for 3 years, and he's just going where he's needed and helping people wherever he can. But that's something to keep in mind. Christopher Reeve's Superman, though it did come out in a time where, like, you know, the camp was more commonplace, it did take itself seriously, and Christopher Reeve took the character seriously, right? Like, yes, it had its camp and it had its jokes, but the way it was color graded, the way that it was presented, the way that the scenes played out, it was taking very seriously. That is what I'm hoping to get for the majority of this movie, but of course we are going to have moments like this in it that has more levity to it. I'm hoping, especially because there is a kaiju destroying Metropolis, that it is going to come with the stakes and consequences of the fallout, because this thing is destroying the fucking city. We've seen freaking parts where the buildings are falling down. We've seen scenes where the tail is ripping through cars and trees and tearing up the road, and it's trying to stomp on people and kill people. So I hope that that we deal with the consequences of the fallout of that. But this is, once again, a universe where kaijus, you know, roaming the streets is more commonplace. This is just Tuesday in Metropolis, baby. So I think that's kind of what they're trying to get that across to us. Like, this isn't like out of the ordinary for Metropolis. This kind of stuff happens in the DC universe. I feel like maybe the execution of this scene in particular, from what we saw, is not my favorite. It feels very Shazam and feels very goofy and very childish to me. But once again, it is a snippet of a scene. You're not gonna love everything, you know what I mean? You're not gonna hate everything and you're not gonna love everything. Usually the truth is somewhere in the middle, and I think that when it's all said and done, I'm gonna walk out of the theater pretty satisfied with this film, and I really hope that stays true when I walk out of the theater on July 8th. So post your comments down below, let me know what you guys think, whether you guys like this clip, you didn't like this clip, or if you're kind of indifferent, and let's discuss. And of course, when it's all said and done, if you like my reaction, hit the like button, and of course, if you want to see more, sub. It's free, costs you nothing, and we might even have a good time while we're doing it. Bow. Superman, 6 days. Let's go.